Hello and welcome to another edition of Crypto with Chinggis. My name is Chinggis. Today we're going to be talking about getting fiat into cryptocurrencies, specifically USD, here in America. Let's do this. All right, first things first, hopefully you have done a little bit of research. You understand the basics of what Bitcoin is, digital currency, so on and so forth. Just if you haven't, we got some videos, check them out. You do want to be as careful as you can into any type of investing opportunities. So we're talking securities, assets, anything from the New York Stock Exchange to Bitcoin. All right, so do a little homework and then come back. I'll wait. And we're back. Very good. Nice to meet you. Okay, here we go. We're going to talk about exchanges first. We're going to get into OTC, peer-to-peer, third-party ATMs, and apps. For exchanges, not every exchange will allow you to go directly into that exchange with a credit card. Most of them won't. You can deposit cryptocurrencies into the exchange and then move it around from there, but most of them won't let you go in straight with USD or credit card. So ones that do, Coinbase is one of them. This is it's very easy. Right now they only offer 5 for you to jump in on, but you can immediately transfer it out from their wallet into either your own private wallet or onto an exchange for you to make some trades. One thing I do want to point out real quick for all the exchanges, all right, this is a blanket statement. There are going to be fees. Typically you'll have fees ranging anywhere from 2 to 8% for credit debit card. You'll have about 2 to 4% on ACH bank transfers, and anywhere from just a few percentage to a flat rate, a $30 flat rate, to free for some wire transfers. But you do have to end up paying that wire transfer over at your local bank anyway. So it will cost you money. So that's a blanket statement. Also, let's talk about the verification process on some of these exchanges. You might want to get this rocking and rolling and say, hey, I'm ready. I'm gonna buy my first, whatever, Bitcoin, and I'm gonna have that in the next 10 minutes. It's not going to be the case. You have to get verified first. Most of these exchanges, verification, it could be as simple as just a driver's license, but you do have to wait for it to be approved. Now, back in the bull run of late 2017, you could have been waiting. You could have put it in November and you didn't get approved until March of 2018. All right, now you can get approved in usually under a day. Sometimes it's just a few hours after talking to some newer people that have been in the space. So keep that in mind. There is a verification process, and that is going to be on all these exchanges. When we get down to the apps, things will change just a little bit. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, Coinbase. Coinbase, let's see. Yes, so you can come in, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, Litecoin. Those are your options when you want to buy in through USD. We could take a look real quick. This one's set up here. So if I want to do $100 in and I wanted to use an account, so this would be an ACH bank account transfer, it would cost $2.99 in fees. Now, if I went ahead and I changed that over to a debit card, you'd be looking at $3.84 in fees. Every one of these are going to have limits as well as what you can do on a daily or a weekly basis, so that is something to keep in mind. Next is Gemini. So Gemini is another exchange. This one over here, this will let you do bank transfers and wire transfers. For these guys, what's cool about Gemini is once you deposit the money in there, you can use it right away. And now it's not going to clear for, they say, another 4 or 5 business days, but you can still use it right away. You could buy whatever crypto you wanted to buy, trade it. You could do everything you want to do. It just won't be cleared for a few days. So I do like that. That's pretty cool. Next up on the list, we have Kraken. Now, Kraken uses a tiered verification system, so you have to be verified through Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3, and this will allow you to bring US dollar in. Now, if you were going to do the Euro, they're geared a little bit more towards that. So based off current verification, you do have two options. Now you have this SEPA option and you have a wire transfer. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay, so CoinMama is another one. Now, personally, I have not used CoinMama. However, from the reviews and the people I've talked to, it's a trusted platform and seems to be very easy to use. They do little bundle packages down here, so you could get 100, you can get 250, you get 1,000, get 3,000, nice, easy. So that's cool. It's another option where you'd be able to get in and get out, so that's cool. And let's move on to Bitstamp. So Bitstamp, they sort of do the package thing as well. However, you could do a custom section right here and just say, okay, well, you know, I want $121 just because I want to make it strange. You could do that and they'll do the equations for you. Right, so we've covered exchanges. That's good. That's one way to get in. It's a more permanent, let's say, solution. So if this is something you're going to be investing $50 a week in for the foreseeable future, that's nice. Some of them will even allow you to do automatic payments like that, where you just set it up as a recurring fee. Really cool. Let's move on to OTC. OTC is over the counter. This simply means you're not going through an exchange. Okay, so it's going to be a private peer-to-peer type thing. Now, your close friends and family would be the most likely source, most trusted source where you're gonna buy any type of crypto from them. What you would need is a wallet on your phone. They would obviously need a wallet on their phone, or they could do it from their laptop. It doesn't make any difference. You just need a place to put Bitcoin or whatever currency you're buying. And then you could either pay them in cash or you can use an app to send them money. I don't care how you pay them. It's an option that's out there, and I want you to know about it. Now, some people do build very strong relationships online through Twitch, through Discord, through Twitter, any sort of social medium. A lot of these people do end up meeting in person at conventions or meetups in your local area. That's another source where you'd be able to talk to someone and say, hey, I'm looking to buy 3 or 4 Bitcoin and I don't want to go through an exchange. So keep that in the back of your head. That is an option. Now that brings us to the next option, which is a third-party peer-to-peer. And that's where you'd be looking at these two sites here. So the first one is Local Bitcoins. Local Bitcoins they take their own fee. I believe it's 1%, but they sort of link you up with sellers. So buyers and sellers, sellers and buyers. They could be local to your area, hence the name Local Bitcoins. They could also be far away. It's just that, again, they're not going through an exchange. They have their own requirements. They might need like a secured pay through Chase Bank, let's just say, and when the verification comes in, then okay, they'll send over the cryptocurrency. So if you are going to meet somebody in person, use some common sense. I should not have to spell out worst case scenarios for anybody ever. So yeah, use common sense if you're going to go down that road. The next one is Wall of Coins. Wall of Coins allows the same type of thing. So you can buy and sell. This is again off the exchange. So those are two peer-to-peer, over-the-counter, third-party hosted transactions. Now, this next one is pretty cool, right? So just an ATM. You know, an ATM that'll take your debit card, an ATM that'll take cash. Now that's cool. Now, is it going to come at a premium? Sure, of course. You're going to pay more than market value at the time, but you know, for privacy, maybe it's worth it. And that goes back to peer-to-peer as well. That's also keeping things private. You know, there's no record for it. There's no transactional history. You don't have to create an account. You don't have to be relying on an exchange's wallet, their security, their platform. So you know, you got pros and cons to everything. The ATM, the Bitcoin ATMs are really convenient. They're popping up left and right, and that makes it really cool, but you are going to pay a little bit of a premium in order to use them. But, you know, this site right here, Coin ATM Radar, that's something you could look at and see if they could hunt something down close to your area. So that's something to keep in the back of your head. And last, we're going to talk about a few apps here. Abra is one of the apps, so this one's pretty cool. You put your address in that you want it to go to, so you're not, Abra's not hosting any address for you. You put your Bitcoin ATM, you put your Bitcoin address right in here, and then you say, all right, well, this is what I want, $120, which is going to net me, you know, 0.018. That's it. Jeez. Well, it's all right. So you throw in, you know, $120 gets you 0.018, and boom, it's going to go to your address, and you could pay for this. You could pay with Visa, which is very cool. You can also get yourself a Robinhood account. So Robinhood is mostly stock investments, like New York Stock Exchange. That they also do options tradings. But they have since opened the door to cryptocurrency, and now that they have done that, you can currently you could buy Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I believe Ethereum Classic. You can view a bunch of other cryptocurrencies. You just can't buy them, and it is different in every single state. So you'd have to check with that. But it's very simple. You link up a bank account. Again, you're gonna have to get verified, and you're just gonna make a transfer, you know, from your bank account to Robinhood with the amount, and then from there you pop in how much you want to spend and what crypto you want to buy. The last one here is Cash App. So this is an app by Square. This was originally intended for just peer-to-peer, like a payback, or like a money transfer payback system, you know. So I borrow $20 from somebody and then I want to pay him back, boom, I could just do that. It's real nice and quick. But they have since opened the door to cryptocurrency as well. So again, really cool. Bringing cryptocurrency more to the mainstream and getting it out there just to make it more easily accessible is good for everybody in the space. I mean, let's be real. So if you want to invest in cryptocurrency, all these are good. So I hope that cleared some things up. If you got questions, you know, throw them in the comments. I'll get to them as soon as I can. But these are different ways of you can get your fiat into cryptocurrency, at least for the very first time, and then from there, you know, you can move it around and adjust accordingly to how you want to get more money in, or if you're good with what you just got in originally. But in any event, I hope that was enough options for you. You know, investigate them to your heart's content until you find something that you're comfortable with. All right, so I appreciate you watching. Thank you for joining me for this. There'll be many videos coming down the road. So, you know, make sure you subscribe, get notified, and we'll let you know what's happening. All right, so until then, see you on the exchanges, and happy trading. Yeah, well, I mean, love the Bitcoin. I mean, it's good. It's good. You just, you know, be careful. Come on. It's just, you know, just don't do it.